Hello there. Second argument for the existence of God. And it's an argument put forward by the philosopher Immanuel Kant, and you'll hear from him in a minute and what he has to say about it. But the argument is all about whether we know right from wrong. And is it just something that we know, that we get from our parents, that we learn about from society? Or is it, as I say, something that we just know, something that we have, something that's in our hearts, something that, as you'll hear Immanuel Kant in a minute saying, is written into the fabric of the universe? As he says, two things amaze him: the starry sky and the moral law. Now he says that if we have this moral law within us, that we know right from wrong in our hearts, then there must be some moral lawgiver, and that moral lawgiver is God. Anyway, let's hear what Immanuel Kant has to say about that.
Hello, my name is Immanuel Kant. I was a German philosopher who was born in 1724. I came up with the idea that there may be a God because of the people knowing what is right and what is wrong. I had a saying that I used to say, that there were two things that amazed me: the starry skies above and the moral law within. The starry skies above in the sky and the moral law, our understanding of right and wrong, that is within us. And so I believed if there was a moral law within us, that there must be a moral lawgiver. People do not go around killing each other and stealing all the time because they know what is wrong and what is right. And also, if they do something wrong, they get a little conscience that tells them that what they are doing is wrong. And I believe that is the voice of God within you, telling you when you are doing something both right, because you get a good feeling, and wrong when you get a bad. Starry skies above and moral law within.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was Immanuel Kant. He said that, as you heard there, that we just know what's right and wrong, and it's something that's within us, like the conscience. Our conscience tells us that right and wrong actually happens, and so when we do something wrong, we get that feeling, don't we? But when we do something right, we get a better feeling, and that is a feeling that we get from God. God must give it to us. Okay, well, what's the argument against that? Remember, in our lessons that we always look at both sides of an argument. What does Mr. Dawkins say? What does he say about Immanuel Kant's idea about the moral argument?
Hello there, young philosophers. In your understanding of the existence of God, we come to the argument from morality put forward by Mr. Immanuel Kant. Well, it's quite interesting to assume that there is a moral lawgiver because we all know right from wrong. And again, I am going to give two arguments against this. The first one is that there is no such thing as a universal moral law. In fact, our moral laws are given to us by our society and our parents. This is called social conditioning. We are conditioned to know right from wrong because our parents, teachers, and society in general has rules and laws that come to govern us and to guide us in what is right and what is wrong. The second is this, that there are certain things that some countries believe are right, that other countries believe are wrong. The biggest one of these, I suppose, is the death penalty. There are 195 countries in this world, some of them very big, some of them very small. But only 21 of these countries believe that the death penalty is a good way of punishing its criminals. And so we can see that those 21 countries have a different outlook on morality, what is right and wrong, in regards to treatment of people who have done very bad things. So therefore, Mr. Immanuel Kant, there cannot be a universal moral law, and therefore no universal moral law giver.
Okay, there it was, ladies and gentlemen. That was from Mr. Dawkins there. Well, I suppose over all in all, the argument is there. Do we receive knowledge of right and wrong from a God because there's a universal moral law and everybody knows what's right and wrong? Or do we get to know it from our parents? And do we get to know it from society? Do we get to know it from other things? Well, at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, as always, It's up to you to make your own decision.